It's day 67 of our 150-day Jesus journey. Today, the epileptic gets healed. Stay tuned. Yesterday, we witnessed the preview of our Lord's second coming. What a day that's going to be when Jesus comes again. Are you prepared? Are you ready for His return if it were to happen today? Today, our Lord comes down from the mountain of theophany to the valley of unbelief. The crowds await Him at the bottom along with the remaining 9 disciples. However, His disciples are engaged in an argument with the religious leaders over a demonized boy. Well, let's go see what's going on at the bottom of that mountain. And as always, don't forget to read my notes in the description below.
And when they had come to the multitude, a man came to Him, kneeling down to Him.
Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is an epileptic and suffers severely, for he often falls into the fire and often into the water. So I brought him to your disciples, but they could not cure him.
O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I bear with you? Bring him here to me.
And Jesus rebuked the demon, and it came out of him. And the child was cured from that very hour. Then the disciples came to Jesus privately.
Why could we not cast it out?
Because of your unbelief. For assuredly I say to you, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. However, this kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting.
And when he came to the disciples, he saw a great multitude around them, and scribes disputing with them. Immediately, when they saw him, all the people were greatly amazed, and running to him, greeted him. And he asked the scribes,
What are you discussing with them?
Then one of the crowd answered,
Teacher, I brought you my son, who has a mute spirit, and wherever it seizes him, it throws him down. He foams at the mouth, gnashes his teeth, and becomes rigid. So I spoke to your disciples that they should cast it out, but they could not.
O faithless generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I bear with you? Bring him to me.
Then they brought him to him. And when he saw him, immediately the spirit convulsed him, and he fell on the ground and wallowed, foaming at the mouth.
How long has this been happening to him?
From childhood, and often he has thrown him both into the fire and into the water to destroy him. But if you can do anything, have compassion on us and help us.
If you can believe, all things are possible to him who believes.
Immediately, the father of the child cried out and said with tears,
Lord, I believe. Help my unbelief.
When Jesus saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the unclean spirit.
Deaf and dumb spirit, I command you, come out of him, and enter him no more.
Then the spirit cried out, convulsed him greatly, and came out of him. And he became as one dead, so that many said,
He is dead.
But Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him up, and he arose. And when he had come into the house, his disciples asked him privately,
Why could we not cast it out?
This kind can come out by nothing but prayer and fasting.
Then they departed.
Now it happened on the next day, when they had come down from the mountain, that a great multitude met him. Suddenly a man from the multitude cried out,
Teacher, I implore you, look on my son, for he is my only child. And behold, the spirit seizes him, and he suddenly cries out. It convulses him so that he foams at the mouth, and it departs from him with great difficulty, bruising him. So I implored your disciples to cast it out, but they could not.
O faithless and perverse generation, How long shall I be with you and bear with you? Bring your son here.
And as he was still coming, the demon threw him down and convulsed him. Then Jesus rebuked the unclean spirit, healed the child, and gave him back to his father. And they were all